Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those who are logging in for the first time, it's Vera Martha, and this is my YouTube channel. So if this is your first time logging into my YouTube channel, please don't forget to subscribe and to put a comment, and to be updated, you have to dial that bell like. And if you're watching this movie and you've not subscribed, really, I'm kind of worried. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, why are you watching it and you're not even subscribed? You shouldn't be watching it. And if you want to watch my YouTube and at least to be updated on what I have or what is coming next, you need to subscribe and be updated. So for those who are logging in for the first time, I'm sure you can check into my last episode that I talked about, and in that my first episode we talked about gender-based violence, where I introduced what GBV is and how it normally affects us. And I promised in my next episode I was going to tell you more about the causes, what normally causes gender-based violence, and how can we curb it. I mean, what are the solutions that we have to come up with to help those who are still in this norm. It's kind of hurting. It's kind of traumatizing to us women. You understand. So I have some videos with me and a short video, and I have some pictures that I would love to show them to you. At least you get to know what do we normally experience out there in our society. What women do normally undergo. So I have some videos with me and I want you to take a keen look at them. Just take your time and watch it keenly. Oh my goodness. Like that one over there. Just look at them. You see, I just feel like crying. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I just feel like crying. So just see how serious this thing is. Gender-based violence, it's something that has to be stopped, because it really brings a form that was never meant for us. um okay, let me just calm down. So that is what I wanted you guys to see. And what normally causes such, like, you've seen the way that woman has been disfigured. Really, she has really been disfigured to a point that nobody can recognize her. So that is what you want to talk about. What normally causes this? What normally causes gender-based violence? And as I promised in my first episode that I will be updating you on what normally causes gender-based violence, here I am in our second episode with the causes of gender-based violence. And the causes number one, the first one, we have harmful gender norms. The first one is harmful gender norms. And then the second one, we have hunger. The second one, we have hunger. And then the third one, we're going to talk about war and conflict. The third one is war and conflict. My beautiful viewers, these are the three main causes of gender-based violence. And as I promised, here I am. I'm going to update you, and I'm going to let you know, to educate you more on how these affects our society. So I just want you to to give me a listening here, as I'm going to talk about the first one, which I introduced as harmful gender norms. How is harmful gender norms bringing up the gender-based violence? This is where we are going to talk about the cultural norms, the cultural norms of, where the cultural norms that often dictate that men are aggressive. Are you getting me? I'm talking about these cultural norms often dictate that men are aggressive, controlling, and dominant, while we women, we're docile, subservient, and rely on men as providers. You know, these norms can foster a culture of abuse. These norms can really foster a culture of abuse outright, such as early and forced marriage. Early and forced marriage. And we have the genital mutilation against us women. And then the latter spread outdated and harmful notions on female sexuality and virginity. I hope you're just getting my point. It's kind of touching and hurting. Where we women are just considered to be nobody within a society. Men has the final say. Whatever they decide, that is what we take. And if that is the situation, we just subject ourselves in this. You can be maltreated. They can do anything they want with you, which is really, really hurting toward, like hurting in our side. So that is one. That is one. Then, if we talk about hunger, how is hunger chipping in? How is hunger bringing in the gender based violence? If you talk about the food scarcity is another thing that normally increased the gender based violence. I hope you're getting my point. I hope you're getting my point because we girls, after being forced into early marriages, yeah, we're just being forced into early marriages because of what? The family seeks dowry. Just imagine you're being forced into a early marriage so the family can seek dowry payments and to reduce their food bill. So that is another thing that normally affects us, and it's something that's really hurting. You're being used as a, what like they're doing business with us. We girls, our family are taking advantage of us, and they do business. Like you get married, you're forced into the early marriage so that they can be given some dowry and they can reduce their food bill. And women have to sell sex to survive.